So I'm taking the same sample that I took in my previous video, X, which is my population, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and I will do without replacement when sample size is 2 and sample size is 3 or more than 3. Okay, so here let's say my n small size is 2. What is n? And this is my big N, my first video. I have already discussed everything here. Unlike with replacement where the formula was n to power n, here we will not use the same formula, but we will use a different formula, and we will use a technique called permutation and combination. Permutations, let me write permutations and combinations. Okay, if you do not know, this is basically a concept of mathematics, the chapter of mathematics. So but I'm not going to discuss how to do combinations or how to do permutations. However, whether you use combination or permutations, the answer will remain the same. But what we can do, we can simply use combination for combinations, the formula. Either you use your scientific calculator, or you can use your Google search. Just there are already calculators available, and I'm going to use the same one. I don't have the scientific calculator, so I will take the help of internet. However, I will just make you learn how to do this. So for if you apply, either you apply permutation or your combination, because our first job is to know how many sample sizes could be possible. Okay, first of all. Okay, so to know sample sizes, there is a formula of combination which is called NCR, or sometimes people write NCN. So what is R? R basically refers to sample, and you know already that this is sample as well, and this big is population n. Okay, same, and C refers to combination, it refers to combination. So let me just first let me change the color here. So our n is 5, 1 2 3 4 5. So 5. Okay, because formula is NCN, I'm writing n because we use always n. So C, what is n? N is 2. Okay, so NCN. Now let's go to our internet, and here there's a formula already available. So I'm gonna write here n is my n is 5. You can see object, and then R means sample, so sample size is 2, sorry. And if I calculate, let me calculate on screen, you can see that answer is equal to 10, which means that how many sample sizes are possible. Sample sizes, sorry, samples, 10 possible samples, 10 possible samples. Okay, with the help of formula. So always remember, folks, that whenever you do without replacement, you have to use a formula of permutation and combination. Okay, but if you do with replacement, then you may simply go for a formula that I mentioned in my previous video also. N, this one, N. Okay, what is this? You can watch my previous video. Now so we have learned that 10 possible samples, which means that 10 different means we would like to know, because ultimately what we are doing in this, video lectures, or I will be doing in future as well, that we are trying to know whether our mean is equivalent to our mu or not, right? This is what we are doing. Watch my first lecture. I have given a very, detailed talk there, that what does it mean. So our main task, our main objective is that whether our sample can represent our population. That's what we are discussing by taking so many samples. So because theoretically we do not rely on one mean, on one sample, that's why we take couple of means or couple of samples, because means average, couple of averages, just to check our hypothesis, whether or to see whether our sample mean does it really represent the population mean or not? That's called mu, right? Okay, so we have learned 10 samples possible. Here, let me change the color again. So 10 possible samples, which means 10 means I'm going to make, okay, or find out. Let me first of all do the sampling. So here, let me short, yeah. So here I have 10 possible samples. So first is going to be, I have, because I have to choose two, okay, so it's gonna be 2, 4, and then what I'm going to do next, because the sample size is 2, so I have taken first two digits, yeah, first two, so 2, 4. Firstly I wrote, and then what I'm going to do, I will actually write a series of this. So 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, so 4, 6, 8, 10 I will complete, and then let's complete first two. So 2, so 2, 4, 2, 6, and then 2 is finished. Now let's remove 2, and then I'm gonna take 4, 6, because this is our next, and again same 4, 6, 8, 10, and again I'm gonna make 4, 8, 4, 10. Okay, and then what is our next after 4? After 4 we have 6. Okay, so 6, 8, because this is, and then of course we have 10. Okay, and then our 6, 8, and 6, 10, because here 6, you can see here that 6, 8, and 6, 10, right? So now, and the last one, what is the left? The left one is 8, 10, 8, 10. So here I'm going to write 8, 10. Okay, so these are the possible samples. These are the possible samples. As I said, so we can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So these are 10 possible samples. Let's find out 10 possible means. So when I find the mean, 4 plus 2 divided by 2, which is, let me just first do like this, divided by 2 is going to be 3, right? Next is 8, so 4, 10, so 5, 12 to 6, 10 to 5, sorry, it is 5, 8, 4, 12, 6, again 14, so 7, 14, so 7, 8, 9. Okay, and then what we have to do, the same thing that we did in case of with replacement in my previous video. Again, I'm going to see whether my actually mean is equivalent to my population mu, which was there actually in when we did uh, with replacement. Okay, we had a normal distribution, our curve was like bell-shaped curve. Okay, let's see here whether it is going to be like that or not. Okay, so here we're gonna put the frequency, right? So, and I told you I have already discussed what is frequency. So here let's plot our mean. So here I can put 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, now 1, 2, 3, I think enough, or maybe if you want we can put 4, 5, we can go on. Now the first one is, what is first one? First one is 3, so 3 is how many times? Only one time. Next one is 4, 4 is how many times? Only one time. Yes or not? And the next one is, what is the next one? 5, 5 how many times? I can see 2 times. Okay, next is 6, 6 2 times again. Okay, next is 7, again 7 is 2 times. 8 once, 9 again once. So now guys, look, this chart is like this. It will touch actually this part also. So let me just draw again. So this chart is looking like actually this would be like, this will also touch like, okay. So now you have seen that unlike my with replacement case, that mean is not equivalent to the mu, because the mu of is this of in this question, the mu is, what is mu? Mu is the average of population. So 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8 plus 10. How much mu is going to be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2, 4 plus 6 plus 6, 12. 12, 8, 20 and 30. So 30 divided by 5 is going to be 6. You can see, so our mu is 6, but here our mean is actually not 6 because 5 is also the has the same frequency. And I told you in normal distribution curve, time, or when we call what we call bell-shaped curve, that here mean should be equivalent to the median, should be equivalent to the mode, okay, or we call it Z mode here. But in, and that's why we can say in that we saw in previous video that our mean was actually equivalent to the mu, but in this case our mean is not equivalent to the mu. So mean is not equivalent to the mu. Okay. uh, as I said to you that it's not necessary that your pop sample mean will actually represent the population mean. However, you can still see that though this curve is not like this curve, but it looks like that. Okay. And in future videos, I will discuss about two more concepts called skewness and kurtosis. Kurtosis, that okay, we will have a separate video, then we would be able to uh, um, actually practically apply the concept of kurtosis and skewness, that when the chart actually, for example, let's say when the chart is like this, or when the chart is like this, it means that our values are very far from the averages, or sometimes they are very close. Or if this chart, let's say this chart grows bigger, like bigger on, okay, it means that it has more kurtosis. That I will be discussing as well in future, so keep watching my videos to understand all these concepts. Okay. But so far we have learned that in this case, without replacement, sample size 2 here, that our mean is not equivalent to the mu, and that's the purpose. We practically we would like to know, we want to know whether our sample mean is actually representing the population mean. Okay, very quickly, otherwise video would be very long. Let me take sample size 3. Okay, sample size, so n is 3. My population remains same, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, so this is my question, and let's see what happens in this case. So this is the question of without replacement. Again, let me write down without replacement. So the formula would be NCR, okay? NCR, which means that N is 5, C, but here sample size is 3, not 2, because in previous question it was NC2, yeah, here you can see. But in this question it is not, it is actually 3. But when you apply the formula, the let me see that what is the answer. Again, I'm using combination formula. So 5, sample size still 5. No, population size is still 5 and sample size is changed this time. This time is to be 3. But here again, our answer, the possible samples are still 10. So either you have sample size 2 or 3. When your population size is n, answers through by using combination remains the same. So sample size is 10. But now we are going to choose how many samples actually? 3 instead of 2. So we will be selecting like this. Let's say the first sample would be our, let's say 2, 4, 6, because anyways we are going to select 3 unlike the previous one. And then what we do, the same thing, we would write 8, 10. Okay, 8, 10. And the next one would be again 2, because we will take 2, 4. First we'll complete with 2, 4, 8. Okay, and then 2, 4, 10. Okay, so first we complete 2, 4, and then what we do, we start with 6. So we write 2, 6, again 8, and 2, 6, 10. 2, 6, 8, and 2, 6, 10. 2, 6, 10. And then we finish 6, and then we come to 8. So 2, 8, 10. 2, 8, 10. Is there any other left? 2, 8, 10? No, there is nothing left. Then we'll skip 2 and we come to 4. So and now you can see that none of the digit has or element has repetition, unlike the with replacement case where 2 or 4 or 6 was repeated, and that's why that sample size is comparatively higher, right? For example, the same question if you do with replacement, so formula would be n to n, and n to n means 5, and then it would be how many cases? 125 cases, this formula in case of with replacement. Are you getting my point? And because there are replacements, so automatically the sample sizes would be more, but here, because without replacement, sample size is only 10. Okay, so 4, this is 4. Our next is, what was our next? 4, 6, 8, obviously 4, 6, 8, and then let's remove the 8, and then we move to 4, 6, 10. 4, 6, 10, and anything else left? Yes, let's do 4, 8, 10, because our 4, 8, 10, because this is the last actually, 4, 8, 10, and what left? Only this one is left, which is 4, 4, 8, 10, 6, 8, 10. What is this? Yeah, 6, 8, 10. So how many sizes now? 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, total 10 possible. And what is our next task? The same, we are going to know the means of sample mean. Okay, so the means of all, and then what you will do? You will do the 2 plus 4 plus 6 divided by 3. You will find out the mean. Okay, and then the same thing, 2, 4, 2 plus 4 plus 8, again 3. You would divided by you would do divided by 3, and then likewise you will know all means. Okay, you will know all means, all 10 means. You should know all 10 means. And again you will draw the same chart. Okay, you will draw the same chart, and you would see whether it is like this, or it is like this chart. And uh, I'm not gonna solve it because it will take a lot of time, unnecessary, so I can leave it to you. You will solve this, and you would see whether the mean is actually equivalent to the sample mean is equivalent to the population mean, okay, or not. That's what you can actually see. Process will remain the same. I hope you understand this. I hope you like this video. If you have any problem, if you want to know more, kindly write your question or your comment in the comment section below. I will be very happy to answer. I hope that you learned about what is with replacement and without replacement. So watch my both videos, and please watch the probability distribution concept as well. uh, with this note, let me leave, and I hope to see you in my next video, which is going to be about sampling design and again normal distribution curves. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care.